Once upon a time, there was a young man named Alex who was struggling to manage his time. He had a lot of responsibilities, including a full-time job, a family to take care of, and a passion for playing music. However, he always seemed to be running out of time and felt overwhelmed by his tasks. One day, Alex decided to seek the advice of a wise old man who was known for his exceptional time management skills. The old man lived in a small village on the outskirts of town, and Alex had to travel for hours to reach him. When Alex finally arrived at the old man's village, he was greeted warmly and invited to sit down. The old man asked Alex to explain his problem, and Alex told him about his struggles with managing his time. The old man listened carefully and then said, "Alex, I can teach you how to manage your time effectively, but you must first understand the concept of time itself." Alex was intrigued, and the old man continued, "Time is like a river, flowing constantly and never stopping. We can't control the flow of the river, but we can learn to navigate its currents." The old man then gave Alex a simple yet powerful tool to manage his time. "Imagine your day as a jar," he said. "The jar represents the 24 hours you have each day. Now, imagine that you have a number of rocks, pebbles, and sand that you need to put into the jar." Alex was curious, and the old man explained, "The rocks represent your most important tasks, the pebbles represent your less important tasks, and the sand represents your leisure activities. To manage your time effectively, you need to put the rocks into the jar first, then the pebbles, and finally the sand." Alex was amazed by the simplicity and wisdom of the old man's advice. He realized that he had been putting the sand into the jar first, followed by the pebbles, and then trying to squeeze in the rocks. No wonder he had been feeling overwhelmed and struggling to manage his time. From that day on, Alex made a conscious effort to prioritize his tasks and manage his time more effectively. He started each day by putting the rocks into the jar, followed by the pebbles, and then the sand. He found that he had more time for the things that mattered most to him, and he felt more in control of his life. As Alex looked back on his journey, he realized that the old man's advice had been more than just a time management technique. It had been a lesson in prioritizing what truly mattered in life and living with intention and purpose. From that day forward, Alex lived his life with a newfound sense of clarity and focus. He continued to play music, spend time with his family, and work at his job, but he did so with a sense of purpose and direction that he had never known before. And he never forgot the wise words of the old man. Put the rocks into the jar first, then the pebbles, and finally the sand,